everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco and Lefuulei are here, and we are continuing Final Fantasy II.
Yo, what up?
So we're just gonna go in here real quick to learn some things. Apparently we can. I figured there had to be something in this room that we could do, but... this is what we can
Apparently, it's just talk to the bookshelves.
You wanna read?
Sure. Long ago, the sacred mages created a strong spell to contain pandemonium. They sealed the ultimate magic into a giant tower, fearing its power afterwards. Both masks will be utilized on the path to finding the Rod of Legend. The White Mask's destiny lies with a maiden of solid stone, black with the likeness of a drone. Mages from long ago knew the power of Ultima. The magic they had created was so strong, they feared that they themselves would ruin the world by fighting over its power. So, they formed Mysidia as a haven and migrated there in peace. Hiryus were trained to fight for the Dragoons. They can carry many people and items. The Tower of Dist used to be a den of Hiryus. One knight by the name of Han spent 30 years to retain friendship with the Hiryus. He became the first dragoon. Long ago, a wealthy king ordered an unbreakable lock because his treasure had often been stolen. The first lock was broken in a day. The second lock was broken in 2 days, but the third lock was never broken. The king hid the only known key, now called the Goddess Bell, deep within an icy cave. The bell's sweet sound can open any lock. It would be terrible if that was in the possession of a thief, right? Right?
No, it's fine. It's fine. That'll never happen.
In a time before castles or countries, a star fell on the land where Kashuan exists now. One man harnessed the burning core of the star. He created an altar and worshipped it there. Yasmina, hi. As humanity progressed, a castle was built around it as a sign of power. Yasmina, hello. You're not happy with just sitting on your pedestal? Such is the way technology flows. If society keeps progressing, magic will one day die out. This magical metal can be found deep within the earth.
And I think that's everything. Yep.
Mina! I'm gonna squish you. Basically, you say a word to the library shelf and it tells us what we want to know. That is a fancy-ass bookshelf. Exactly, Marco.
Hello,
Unfortunately, the goddess was kept behind a breakable lock. C'est la vie. And also, hi, Rogue.
The goddess statue. W mask. The mask is placed on the statue. Alrighty, well there's that. Now we have to go off and find the black mask, which the civilians of the city said is on an island.
You're such a brat. Come here. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Fine. Okay, bye. She left.
Can't believe she left us.
I know, she's a traitor. Yeah, just before this, I was playing a bit of Sea of Thieves because they dropped a content update today. First time I've actually been around on Sea of Thieves for one of the content patches, content updates. Apparently they decided to progress the ongoing main story, which I didn't even know there was a main story to the game until I started doing the Tall Tale stuff.
Huh.
Which the Tall Tale stuff seems to be that, so the first part was we met there's like 2 overworld stories.
I love
Marco,
it,
please.
Tina Monica.
No, Marco, I was I was the one who's just like, are you pooping? And Coco just, with her straight-faced humor out here just goes, I'm pooping.
Man,
like,
I don't know how to feel about that being our most watched clip.
It's great because it's your brand of humor. Just deadpan answering ridiculous questions. It's like you didn't even bat an eyelash at that. You were like, yeah, no, this is me. I'm doing it.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, my most watched clip, I'm pretty sure, is the Slork Dick. Thank you, Marco. Actually, I'm gonna go check that now. I'm gonna go look at my channel and see what my most watched clip is. Videos.
Dick. My favorite kind of dick.
So top of all time. Yep, it's the Slork Dick. That is my top clip. Next to that is the time that Coco threatened me with an axe. God, the Slork Dick has 53 views. The you threatening me with an axe because I caught you spying on Buttons asleep has 44 views. And Moon scaring the shit out of me while I'm streaming The Forest has 35 views. After that, me getting, again, scared by a fucking T-Rex in Monster Hunter World.
I guess people just like to watch you suffer.
They do. I mean, it could be Stick Duck, that's true.
Stick Duck?
Oh, okay. So, we were joking around on, I think it was VLR. Like, there was a part where it's just like, the instructions were really confusing. So, I said, instructions unclear, got my dick stuck in a ceiling fan. And Zach tried to repeat it. He tried to repeat it, but unfortunately his mouth betrayed him and went, "You got your stick duck in a ceiling fan?" It's just like, yes! Perfect! It's just like, that isn't what I said. And then of course we had to explain what, getting your dick stuck in the ceiling fan was. AK, when the instructions are so asinine and unclear and confusing that the most ridiculous thing happens. Nina, where are you? I know you're around, you're just being a brat right now. Which has me worried.
I'm not gonna be bothering with most of the treasure in this dungeon.
Oh, she's bothering me because her kibble is empty. But, yeah, so I was playing Sea of Thieves before this for about, 45 minutes, an hour-ish. Because they had a content release today. And that content So, like I was trying to explain, there was the tall tales. There's two different tales, I guess, that are the main plot lines. One is finding out what happened to the pirate lord and the stash of booty he was trying to track down, called the Shroudbreaker. Apparently, the Shroudbreaker is this tool that helps you navigate the fog and control the fog. So, we did the first part of that. The next one is the current tale ongoing, which is what led up to the Ashen Islands and then now the Haunted Coast, or Haunted Shores? Haunted Shores. Which is, I guess there was a pirate named Arthur Pendragon, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and Moon was losing her shit over this, because the man looks nothing like the Arthur Pendragon you expect. In fact, he looks more like Jeff Ramsey. Like, seriously? Let me see if I can find a picture of this dude. He's got, like, short black hair. And yeah, here we go. Here's a picture of him. Let's see if I can actually find a proper link.
I really wish that they wouldn't... Once you, like, achieve maximum proficiency in your weapon and shields, it, like, tells you every battle it levels up. I'm just like, we get it, we're at max proficiency, you don't need to tell us.
So yeah, that image I just posted in the main chat there is Sir Arthur Pendragon, pirate with the Sword of Souls. But yeah, so basically, you encounter him on Shipwreck Bay, and he's just like, I've done a lot of bad shit in my life, and I'm gonna need your help to go and unleash the souls of these three people so that they may pass into the next world. That is the duty I am charged with. So you go following a bunch of ghost ships around and go find the skulls and then release the souls from them, except the final one that you do, you end up, like, following to Captain Flameheart's grave. He's supposed to be the last one that you release. And when you release him, unfortunately, the problem there is that releases Captain Flameheart, who ends up betraying y'all and bringing about much terrifying things. Because apparently he's the one who brought about the Ashen Island update. So now, the update today, he summons a bunch of actual ghost ships from the grave to start attacking players on the Sea of Thieves, which is terrifying because these new ships, these new ghost ships, are not to be really tussled with unless you actually have, like, one or two people on the ship with you. Because what they do is, so they send, like, ghosts at you, and those are just normal cannonballs, essentially, so they only do some damage and whatnot. But then they have a shotgun cannonball called a Wraith, and that puts 3 holes in your ship. Minimum.
Oh.
Yeah, it basically just opens up an entire side of your ship to water. It's just like, cool, can you not? It's stressful enough repairing 1 cannonball at a time. So if they hit you with that, it opens up, 3 to 5 holes on the ship, depending on how big your ship is. And so you gotta hurry up and repair those. And then, if you follow behind them, they drop lit activated gunpowder mines that if your ship hits them, that'll blast a couple holes in your ship too. It's like, I don't like this. I really don't like this. This is unfair, but the cool thing is once you defeat the skeleton ships, you can get some of the cannonballs that are basically like shotgun blasts as a reward from it. I don't think you get the ability to drop mines. That would be very helpful for warding off people who keep following me to the ends of the earth. Because I've had that happen a couple times where, like, I'm in a sloop, I can outpace... I can technically go faster than any ship, that's bigger than me. So faster than the Brigantine, faster than the Galleon. These are different types of ships. The sloop is meant for like 1 to 2 players, Brigantines 2 to 3, and Galleons 3 to 4. Although, Galleons really feel like they need more than 4 to handle. But, along with, you know, them being bigger ships means they're slower. So a sloop is going to be the fastest, and it'll be even more fast if you've got 2 players on it, because then someone can keep the sails angled into the wind while the other person is steering. Or someone can, you know, volley cannon fire to keep people off your tail, while the other one is driving and manning the sails. But even though I've, like, solo played and I've managed to outpace other ships, I can't ever outrun them fully. Because as long as they keep to the same wind that I've got, they're able to keep up with me enough to just harass me and make it so I can't stop anywhere. And if they've got a good enough aim, then, you know, they can actually headshot me and kill me with the sniper rifle.
Oh, Christ. From an entirely different ship?
Yep. If they're close enough and their aim is true, they can actually headshot me, and I did have that happen a couple of times because I was literally like, leave me alone, stop following me, and this person's like, no, give me gold. Give me money, give me money, give me money. And I'm like, no, fuck off. Leave me alone. But, yeah, they ended up headshotting me, so I just scullied my ship and was like, screw it. Just forget about it. I'm done. I'm done. So, I mean, the game can be fun, the game can also be frustrating.
As with all things, like, the community can have a big effect, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh, that's basically what they wanted, Marcos. They wanted me to give them whatever treasure I had on board.
Oh, hello.
It's like, no, I need this. Oh, what are these?
You're silly. My mask is the best.
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 Life is hard here.
Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you want a mask of your own? There's a pretty black one somewhere below, I heard. Gosh, they all are gonna say the same thing now. Okay. This was helpful. Here we go.
And is the demon better than ogre or not? Ooh,
No.
Alright. So pretty much
Demon
the only thing...
useless.
Yeah, pretty much the only thing we might need is the earth drum, but that's in a treasure box later on. So this place is useless. Your masks do nothing for you!
The ruby cuirass is lesser than the gold and diamond cuirass.
Okay.
Which I believe is what they're selling. Yeah, ruby cuirass. Although if I remember correctly, those are the ones that are for magic users, because they don't have as big of a magic debuff.
Oh. And actually, I don't think I have that many cuirass, so let me at least get that for VAP.
Yeah. Because, like, for example, the bronze armor is -20 to your magic. Mithril armor is -20. Golden armor is -30. Knight's armor is -44. Flame armor -58. Ice armor -72. So yeah, whereas the Ruby Cuirass, it may only have 15 defense, but it's only -1 to your magic.
This looks like it's a breastplate, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only one ruby item, and it's the Ruby Cuirass.
Oh, you mean
For-
in the dungeon, or?
No, in the whole game.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So that's how you can tell that it's the Cuirass, because that's the only one that's ruby. Like, there's no ruby breastplate or ruby armor.
Okay.
It's gonna be harder, though, when we come across the diamond stuff, because there is diamond armor, and there is gold armor, but there's also a gold cuirass and a diamond cuirass. Pneumatica is Spartacus, and Marco is Thoticus. Amazing.
Huh. Alright. I can see that.
But yeah, basically all the stuff on this island is useless. Which sucks. But so they added the actual ghost ships. They also added the ability to change, to actually, like, pick which shanty you play, which is nice, because now you don't have to, like, spam the play button for shanties to wheel through all the random 4 shanties available. Now you can actually pick them, and as a result, they added 8 new shanties that you can play.
Nice.
Although one of them is still locked for higher level players. Which, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But more musical talent in the game. Because what else are you gonna do sailing from island to island? Other than either fish or play a shanty.
Yeah.
And fishing is dangerous unless you have somebody at the wheel. Because the fishing minigame definitely takes longer than it takes to travel from one island to the next.
I never really got into this one game, but it had a similar, like, thing of music, Mabinogi, and, like, they allowed players to sort of, like, actually upload songs, so I always thought that was a really good feature.
Mabinogi had a lot of interesting things. Like, I also played it too back in the day. And, like, it came out during the age when you didn't really have games specializing in, like, non-fighting, abilities.
Yeah.
So, Mabinogi for me was the first game that I had ever played back when it came out, that had things like the ability to cook, and the ability to make clothing, and the ability to make your own armor or weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't have to turn around and just fight a bunch of monsters and get a bunch of gold and buy your weapons and armor and everything. Like, you could actually... The game even touted itself as being able to allow you to, like, progress through the game without having to fight things.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just, become a master chef in the game. But the drawback to that is Mabinogi's aging system.
Yeah.
I hated it.
And overall, it was very unpolished, I felt.
Yeah. But the music thing was cool, because that was another thing, is it allowed you to get a musical instrument and you could play your own music. And you could technically upload your own songs that way, too. Because I think it actually worked, like, using your keyboard. It actually had, like, specific tones that you could play.
Ah.
It was a weird way that they did it. I forget exactly how. The only other game I know that's an MMO that does something similar right now is Guild Wars 2. But all the instruments for Guild Wars 2, except for like a handful of them, you have to buy them from the cash shop. But they do allow you to, essentially, instead of being like preset music, it uses your 1 through 9 keys on your keyboard, like the actual key row on your keyboard, not the numpad.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a full, octave there, and then you can switch octaves up and down.
Oh, okay.
So, using that, you can play pretty much any music, and then of course, especially if you get other people with other instruments, you can actually perform a whole song in-game.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially that's what people were doing. My problem, unfortunately, is I'm not good at playing music that isn't, like, pre-done. Like, I could technically sing if I ever got over my nerves. But, yeah, that's about it. But, yeah, so Guild Wars 2 did that, and Guild Wars 2 also utilized, I'm not sure what you would call it. I guess technically they're professions. It's a job system. Where, like, you could cook things, you could make armor, you can make bows and arrows, or weapons, or staves, or jewelry. And originally, when the game first came out, it actually gave you sufficient levels for that, because that's actually how Moon and I got from level 60 to level 80, we just went through the whole system of, like, spending all of our money maxing out our professions. Because I think you ended up getting, like, about 10 levels from each, and you can have up to 2 professions. But they have since nerfed it so that it doesn't give you as much anymore. Marco, I get too nervous, so no, that's not going to happen. I was tempted to put that as a channel reward on my channel, but I'm just like, I get nervous when I'm put on the spot. Because I was also going to attempt the Twitch sings thing, but as I tried it, I'm like, nope, too nervous, can't do it. I can sing in the car and that's about it. But yeah, what was the other thing that they said that they updated today? Can't remember. Hold on, where's YouTube? Because they also did a couple of bug fixes, I know that, and then they gave us what was it? My brain suddenly blanked. My brain is useful sometimes. Most of the time, not really. Oh, they gave us a free emote. Let's see here. Oh yeah, they gave us 2 new emote sets and then a free emote. And now you can actually, and a bunch of pet outfits, and now you can actually buy the stuff from the zombie event that they had going. And then there's just a bunch of in-game stuff at this point. Oh, they also redid the UI for looking at your each different, what is it? The UI for each of the different orders. That's what I'm thinking. Thanks, Monica. Frickin' everyone's betraying me here. I shouldn't be surprised. Everyone always betrays me.